Hey, Mark Anthony Lord here. And today I want to talk to you about the sacral chakra, which is the second chakra. It's just below the navel. Its color is orange. And this is such a powerful and important chakra to focus upon for deep healing, especially from guilt and shame. You see, this second chakra is the seat for our passion, for our sexual power, to be powerful. It also is the chakra point for prosperity. So, prosperity, sexual power, creative energy, these are all things that just really make us feel alive. And yet, in our culture, these are also things that threaten establishment. They threaten religion. Because if you're alive in your sexual power and your passion with no shame, with no one telling you who you're here to be, you are a threat to their rules. Because there is a part of your spirit who's like, oh no, I'm not here to follow your rules. I'm here to be me. Now that scares people. And the reason it scares people, this is key. People are afraid of their sexual power, of their passion, of their desire, and of their prosperity. The reason they're afraid of it is because they haven't built a living relationship with it. Trust me. If you were raised in a culture where your sexual passion and your creativity was celebrated and encouraged, and you were encouraged to be powerful, filled with the power of your own being, you'd have a totally different relationship with it. You'd know how to steer it in the directions for good. You'd know how to use it for pleasure and enjoyment. And you'd know how to use it to create and make a difference in your life and in the world. But for many of us, this chakra has so many overlays of shame. I can't be me. My sexuality is to be kept secret, and it's definitely to be kept separate from my spirituality, right? There's so much bullshit, if I may, surrounding this amazing, natural, beautiful energy that is yours. And this is the other truth. When you allow yourself to be in the center of your sexual power and your passion, you feel alive. You, even if it's just for a moment, that you allow yourself to go, I'm not here to please anyone or anything, and you feel that passion, it's beautiful. It's beautiful. There may be some images that it brings to your mind that have overlays of other people's ideas and fear, but that's not who you are. What also lives in this beautiful energy center is the unhealed choices that we've made around our prosperity, around our power. Maybe you've misused your power against yourself and other people. You've become powerful and it turned into anger and you harmed someone or yourself. And perhaps you have expressed yourself sexually in ways that weren't fulfilling. You said yes when you meant no. You were abused or you abused another. All of this lives in the second chakra. And when it's unhealed, it runs you. And if it doesn't run you, it at least infuses all of your choices. The fact of the matter is, there's probably very few people who really fully know who they are from their place of their sexual power, from their place of their passion, and their true ability to be prosperous in and of their own nature. This is why purifying the chakras can be so powerful, because if you take just a few minutes, which we're going to do, to clean that out, you are saying, no longer am I willing to hold on to these lies. No longer am I willing to feel ashamed or bad or guilty for my past sexual, creative, powerful choices that appear to have gone wrong. You get to become free from the appearance of it going wrong. You get to become free from holding the past against yourself or against somebody else. And that is definitely not ever going to work if you truly want to be in your own power and your own creativity. You've got to surrender holding resentment in this area against yourself or another. I was very sexually abused throughout my childhood. I know what it's like to hold inside myself this shame and this guilt and this anger. But I also know what it's like to be purified and freed from it. When you clean out this second chakra, man, get rid of all those overlays, those shoulds, shouldn'ts, regret, resentment, control. Who knows what's possible for you? Well, I know. What's possible for you is access to yourself in a deeper, more expanded, fulfilling way. And you'll also be given the ability to really know and claim your yes and your no in this area. And that is going to cause for you such clarity to manifest, to create, to draw to you what you desire, to feel the bliss and joy of your being. Come on. I could go on and on and on, but I think you get my point. So let's do this now. Join me in closing your eyes, taking some nice, slow, deep breaths. Exhaling out the activity of the day, releasing all the attention of the external world. Blow out your bills, any relationship struggles, any to-do list. Definitely release the past completely. We come together in this holy, holy moment to build a deeper relationship with the healing power of the divine. And so as you breathe deeply and relax more, feel your attention floating downward, down your face, down your neck, down past your lungs and heart and chest, down through the internal organs, landing your attention just below the belly button. You can even maybe place your hands there for a moment. And as your attention lands there, imagine with me a ball of orange light begins to open up like a Christmas bulb, bright orange. Think of the fruit an orange. Feel the watering of the mouth, the juiciness of it. And imagine with your attention upon it that the chakra begins to grow brighter and brighter. And it begins to open up like a larger ball of orange light. It even has a bit of a heartbeat in the middle of it because it's alive and you're connecting with it and you're opening it. Now imagine this to be like a plate standing up, not a plate flat on the dinner table, but standing up, a disc. And it begins to spin. I like to imagine it spinning clockwise, but don't get caught on direction. It doesn't matter. Spin it. And it grows faster and faster and faster. And see this orange light as it spins begin to expand from the force. And the center of it begins to open like a donut. And now imagine with me a streaming, piercing white light begins to flow through your back, right where the chakra is, straight through the center of the chakra and out your front. Straight out of the front of you. This white streaming light is flowing in and purifying this chakra and all that has been held within it that has been blocking you. Just imagine this white light pulling out shame, regret, limitation. Every time you said yes sexually when you meant no, all of that is being pulled out and healed. Even use your hands if that feels good to imagine pulling out with this white light all the inhibitions on your passion, all the judgments that you hold against your magnificent sexual power, and all of the judgments and constraints that you put upon your power. If there's been any abuse upon you in terms of power or sex or creativity, we let forgiveness flow through this chakra now and heal and forgive yourself and everyone. We do a special forgiveness as we flow our attention through this around religious abuse, because religions are one of the greatest offenders of trying to control people's natural passion and beautiful sexual power, judging it, controlling it because it threatened them. We let that go, we forgive it, we release ourselves from all ideas about this. Breathe deeply and just see that white light flowing in you, through you, and out the front, pulling cords, Don't even need to know what the stories are. Trust this process. I am being freed from every false belief, all fear, shame, and guilt around passion, power, sexual energy, and my ability to prosper. All of this is being reignited and set free from all of the constraints and control and confines. All of it is being released. And now imagine with me that that beam of white light begins to contract, pull itself back in you and out the back, and it disappears as you take a breath, and this second chakra begins to close on itself, and the spinning slows down, slower and slower and slower, until it stops. And as this orange light stops, imagine it opening up into a beautiful orange flower. I always like to turn it into a flower because it's alive and the petals are reaching and it's beautiful. A flower in all its beauty apologizes to no one. And now we're going to plant some seeds of truth, some affirmations here. So just imagine as you say this, hopefully out loud or at least within yourself, that these are like drops of healing water that the flower just absorbs, the chakra takes in. I am free to be passionate and powerful. I am designed by God to be passionate, powerful, creative, and prosperous. This is what I am. I am a sexual, powerful, creative being, and I allow this passion and this sexual power to awaken more fully, to rise up into every area of my life. I welcome passion in all my relationships, in my work, in my relationship with my body, in my creative expressions. Passion, to live a passionate life. Say yes. And imagine this chakra drinking in this truth. It knows it as its own name. You're not making anything happening. You're not making anything happen. You're remembering that this is what was given you in the very beginning. When God created you, God created it. When God created you like itself. Beautiful, passionate, powerful, prosperous, and free. All guilt is healed. All shame is dissolved. Thank you, Holy Spirit, for continuing to purify the subconscious mind, the body, the energetic field, dissolving all stories from the past that have been holding us hostage. And I do a special prayer in this moment, asking that each one of us be guided on how to incorporate more passion, more sexual energy, more power, more prosperity into our lives, into our relationships, in every area. May it all be blessed, lifted up, and turned into living color. Breathe this in. Say yes. Say yes again. And one more time, yes. And so it is. Take a deep breath. And just imagine this second chakra, like the petals of the flower, just kind of close up upon itself, like a flower does at the end of the day as the sun sets, leaving an opening in the middle for natural flow. And you can come back here anytime and just open this chakra up, ignite it, feel the juiciness of this chakra, and most importantly, enjoy it. Thanks for doing this. Peace and love.